Hey you guys, this is Danny Rams from Maverick Spirit Astrology, and I'm covering the full moon with you on the go. So it's pretty interesting with the energies that we're working with. A lot of people are saying the Libra moon has to do with partnerships. I am in a disagreement here, and here is why. This full moon has the sun in Aries, and that is not for us to forget. The sun is also conjunct, listen to this, Chiron and Venus, okay? So it says, I am a wounded healer, and I love the wounded healer. Your full moon in Libra is saying, I feel with the mind boss, okay? And when I did the calculations, I just wanted to read to you really quick with the bells chart that I have created, what it kind of says to us, okay? So we are self-aware of the spirit builder that is building inside of us. Our second house is part of us that is saying, I am here as a spirit builder, but I'm also going to be calculating with my day-to-day and becoming more of the body plan. This is in my self-worth. My community and my siblings, my inner circle is where the full moon is in Libra, the mind boss. So we're creating that new way of thinking, but also with our community. And air signs have a lot to do with us understanding that we need community, we need that communication, we need that stimulation somehow. It's a natural part of us. We say we're feeling our partnerships. What we're not seeing is that across the way to the ninth house, throughout this time period, we're saying that we're seeing that faith journey. And in that faith journey, I am and I love and I am wounded, but I'm healing. The wounded healer in Aries is teaching all of us that we are creating a time to heal ourselves through self-love. And with this full moon in Libra, it has to do with us transforming into our higher selves. And we also have Mercury saying, I think, Neptune saying, I dream in Pisces, which is our soul plan. And that is in our 8th house of transformations, which we are transforming into ultimately our higher selves. Our 7th house has the fortune on there. Fortune to me feels more of like where the good luck should feel, and that is with Saturn and Jupiter. And this is going to feel again with the mind builder in Aquarius, but we're saying that we are growing into our seeds. We're starting to see the light here, and this is in our shadow work. We're doing the things that we need to do to get into our higher selves transformations, but we're also getting into the portion of ourselves that is feeling for the first time, we want completion, we want answers, and we want it now. We are looking for Aries sun here. We're looking for it now. Like, now is the time. And we also have Mars conjunct the North Node, which is saying our purpose and our actions are being pulled towards the mind planner. So we have a full air trine going on here, which is to us feeling that need of communication. We're starting to reach out for more people. We're starting to look for community. We're starting to talk a little bit more, socialize a little bit more. And in doing so, we are not the people we were 2 years ago. We're not even the people we were yesterday, correct? So now that we're going into this new feeling, we're incorporating it into our day-to-day. We are incorporating it into our joy and vulnerability, is now where our South Node is during this full moon. we have change and suppression here in the bodybuilder of the 10th house. And that to me means that we are really looking forward to that outer change. We are really coming out of our shells. We are looking for the change, a physical change, if anything. This has been a very spiritually a spiritual path, like I've said before many times, is a path we take alone, but we look for familiar faces. We look for familiar feelings. And this is kind of where we're starting to play ourselves a little bit on how much the universal language we're actually using and incorporating into our spiritual recognizing of universal language. What is the universe saying to us? And how are we feeling universe? How is the universe playing with us? How are we playing back with the universe? How is energy working for you? The channel message that I got was manifest, manifest, manifest. Right now is the time to do it. You need to set your intentions. You need to have your mantras, create your own. Time is of essence here because we're really starting now. We're starting new. This is like the astrological new year in Aries. So when we have that bright, new, clean slate, we're looking for completion of nothing because it's new. We're looking for the completely new canvas. We are creating for the first time. There are no limitations. There are no boundaries. There are just us going out into the field for the first time. Some of us may feel like a deer in the headlight, and some of us may feel like we're starting to understand, but then we need to learn how to put it into action. This full moon in Libra, to me personally, is going to be in my 6th and 12th house. The moon is lit, illuminated into my 12th house. Transcendence and infinite opportunities. The sun, Chiron, and Venus are in my 6th house, feeling like a day-to-day routine has been set here. Like I am doing my day-to-day. I am starting to organize it in a way that it's of a somewhat healing fashion. I'm also actively healing myself and others, as well as just recovering from the last year that has happened. And we're starting to piece together like, hey, spring is coming. It's time for new. The adventures are just starting. We literally are feeling like a clean slate. There are, again, infinite opportunities here for not just myself, but everybody. With this new moon in Libra is really just telling us that we are officially understanding our energy, understanding where it's going, and creating the partnership with ourselves to understand what we are is not just this, I don't know, like that government feeling of like, let's pay taxes and die. We have to work for our blood, sweat, and tears. It's an exchange of energy. We are aware that we are more than just these simple beings. We are miracles walking on earth, each and every one of us. And we are still experiencing new miracles on earth every day. I did want to point out that we have 8s everywhere. We have Sun at 8 degrees, Chiron at 8 degrees, Venus at 8 degrees, the moon, full moon at 8 degrees. But we also have Uranus at 8 degrees. And Uranus is about change. So we want to incorporate that into our little 8 classroom. And again, with Mars and the North Node, we are being pulled towards, sorry, I'm working a lot. We're being pulled towards our purpose, and we're beginning to look for our tribe. we're starting to teach and learn and teach. Nobody is more wiser than the next. And as a teacher, you're learning from your students. As a student, you're still learning from the teacher, but you're actually still gaining more knowledge than anyone before this time, spiritually. Like, you can't learn the things that you're learning anywhere, because it's your individual church, is your body, mind, soul, and spirit. We are all connected through spirit. We all have our each individual souls, bodies, and minds. And I just want you guys to know that no one can take this away from you. You have worked on yourself. You have worked for everything that you have gotten to up to this point. And to continue, just constantly continue your manifesting, continue to pray, continue to meditate, continue to take care of yourself, because that is really what's going to bring you into this new feeling. This full moon in Libra is a relationship with yourself, a relationship with your shadow work. It is not the end, but it is the beginning of you putting this shadow work into action now. You have done the shadow work. Now, put it out there. Walk with shadow. Let everyone know you are a new person. Talk differently, speak differently, act differently, but also just being differently right now, like feeling differently, is okay, and you're not alone. Everybody's feeling like they're in their own little zone right now. We're all going through these huge transits, new movements of energy, like I had said before. And I really just wanted to share with you guys this beautiful energy of this new feeling of spring on its way. It's still cold over here, so we'll get the sun out eventually, right? Happy full moon in Libra, and howl at the moon, you guys. The intentions are set, and we put out the mantras, and manifest, manifest, manifest. And we can't wait to share the good news about the dates that we're going to be setting out for the we're going to be covering the lunar eclipse in May to the solar eclipse in June. And that'll be like 14 days, or I think it's 14 days. But we're going to cover it in 1 week, and we're still figuring out all the little small details there, but we're going to have intentions and mantras for you covered from that lunar eclipse to the solar eclipse. These are really, really, really heavy energetic times, and I want to thank each and every one of you for working so hard on yourselves, because I know what it feels like, and we're going through it together. Even though it feels so individual to ourselves, it's also for the collective and for our higher good. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful experience with these intentions and mantras, and please keep us posted on what's going on. We would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day. This is Danny Rams from Maverick Spirit Astrology.